Hello guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys the basics of global variables. So let's start. Okay, so what is a global variable? A global variable is basically a variable that can be accessed through the whole game. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a global variable. First thing we're going to have to do is make a new script to keep that global variable in. And we're going to make that script we're going to make a new script. So here in our resources, we're just going to right click on it, create new, then script. Then you can name it. I'll just call it global variables. Then create. And now I created global variables. So what are we gonna do now? If I go into my script here, first of all, I'm just gonna go in my folder. There's so many things, but I'm gonna go into my global variable, and it is right there, global variables.gd. And then this is the global variables. Okay, just Control S on everything. Okay, now what we're gonna do is make this script accessible by every script in the game. So how we're gonna do that? You're gonna go into project settings, and then you're gonna go into auto load, and then here you're gonna see path. You're gonna press on this folder, and then you are gonna find your global variable script, which is right here. You're gonna double click on it. Then you can name it. I'll just call it global variables like it is, and then you're gonna do add. Okay, and make sure that it says global variables here is enabled. Now we're just going to do close. And now here, what we're going to do is create a global variable. So let's say we create a global variable called score. What we're going to do is create a variable. And we're going to call this score. And we're going to make the score equal to 0. So now we created a variable, which is in our script. And the script can be accessed by any other script in the game. And in this script, we create a variable called score. So to access this, first of all, just save it. And to access this variable called score, you're gonna go into, let's say, a scene. So in this scene, I created a button. Here, if you click this button, we are gonna do the score. We are gonna make it go +1. And then here, we are gonna make the back button go into this scene here, which will put our score. So I'm gonna show you guys what I mean. First of all, let's say when our button is clicked, so here when I'm talking about a button, I'm talking about this one. When this button is pressed, we want our global variable to switch. So what we're going to do is when the button is clicked, we're going to do global variables. So to access that script, we're going to do global variables, which is what we called it, dot, and then now we can call the variable dot score. So now we access that variable, and when we press the button, we're going to do the global variable dot score plus equal 1. And so then here, what we're going to also do is when we go on this back button here, what we're going to do is get underscore tree. Then we're going to change the file or the scene to the file, and then we're going to change it to scene 2. And so then last thing that we're going to do is go into our scene here. This is, you could say our main scene or whatever, which was our score. We're going to our label. We go to script of it, drag it in there. Oh, first of all, we have to create a function. Sorry. We're just going to do in the ready function, should work. And we're going to get the label dot text to be equal to the global variables dot score. But then, but then here, we can see that this global variable dot score is an integer, so we are gonna make it into a string because our text here can't take an integer, it has to be a string. So we convert the integer into a string, and then this should work. Let's say if we play this scene, it should show 0, like it shows there good. And then now let's go into this scene that we made, and then press, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we press back, we will see that it does show 5. So here everything works well. Our global variable is called score like we did, as we said right here, and it's called score. And then we change the score when we click on the button. It has to be a global variable, but let me show you guys something. If we go back to project settings, auto load, and then we turn it off, then it won't work anymore. So let's do play on scene 2. And we will see global variables not declared because it's not global anymore. Other scripts can't access it, so we're going to switch it back into global variables enabled, and then everything should work. Just give it 1 sec. Well, we're going to just do replay. And there we go. Now everything works as usual. Here it still just shows it. It's just a bug, but everything works as usual. So if you guys like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one.